How to pass your CIMA strategic case study examination for the May to August 2025 sitting for the pre-scene materials of Leothayre. In this video, we're going to take you through a 10-minute guide going through all the key details in my pre-scene exclusive notes that have helped out students around the world. So if you'd like a copy yourself, click the link in the description of this video and you can follow it through with the video. I'm also delighted to say I'm associated and affiliated with Astranti. They offer pre-scene material analysis packs, mock examinations, and if you click the link in the description below, you can take advantage of these that could help you to get your pass in your case study exam. And for pure transparency as always on the channel, if you were to purchase anything, I would be entitled to a small percentage which goes to supporting the YouTube channel. So as always, a massive thank you. If you have any questions for me, leave me a comment below. I will get back to you because we're going to get straight into it now. Area number one is all about the background of the satellite industry and the company of Leothayre itself. Now the first key area, which is going to be a mistake ready to be happening on the exam day if you haven't read this through properly, is on the left hand side. Leothayre is a quoted company. That means they are listed on the stock exchange, and if you go to the notes, page 21, you can see it on the screen there, you have the share price history. It's been going negatively and going down over the last 5 years. Now in terms of the actual industry itself for satellites, we're given some key figures about there are 10,000 active satellites orbiting around the world, and the key thing for your notes is that Leothayre actually supports and produces low Earth orbit satellites. You can see on there we've got medium Earth orbit and geosynchronous Earth orbit satellites. These are the ones that are closest to the Earth and therefore require the least amount of power to actually operate them. You'll see this again when you go through the full pre-scene analysis notes. Then you've got to really go on to pages 4 and 5 just so you can get a picture as to what the satellites are, the different sizes behind them, and also when you've actually got some of these small, really small satellites on the left hand side, getting your head around that some of the satellites are not the picture of a satellite that you have in your head right now. They are, as you can see, squares or rectangles on there. It's going to be a case of just making sure you're aware of them, the different sizes, the cost behind it, and the other factors I'd be getting down in your notes are how they operate, the sustainability factors, and the areas of when the actual rockets go up, the environmental impact, will come onto it in a moment as well, and how they work. Applying some of the actual key lingo of the satellite industry, with the last bit being the satellite missions itself. Area number 3 there, the Earth observation, that is Leothayre's area. They specialise in low Earth orbits. That is what they are going to be going for. And I'd have down in my notes that you've got communication, navigation, research and development. These are new revenue streams that they could take advantage of. So that is area number 1, the background of the satellite industry itself. Area number 2 for your notes are the key names in the pre-scene materials. Who are they and what do they do? Now for your notes, you need to go down to page 13, and the starting point is Leothayre's board of directors on the right hand side. So you've got Fatma on there, you've got Robert, but the key thing for you to get down, which I found a lot more easier to sort of picture, is what is the seniority level of the individuals and what are their areas of responsibility and accountability. So that is where board of directors details are all on pages 13 to 15, and then from there we are not actually given anyone in charge of the IT operations or sustainability, something that could be a topical area that comes up on the exam day. Just a hunch, but it's something I'd definitely get noted down if I was in your shoes. So we're given all of these different names that you need to be aware of and question when it comes to a potential requirement, especially from a non-executive chair or independent directors. How much do they actually know about the aerospace industry, or how much they actually know about satellites in order to help best manage the company and look at it from a strategic lens to see how it's going to perform in 3 to 5 years. Because when we come on to page 21, the share price of the organisation has been plummeting over the last 5 years. It started at $20, as you can see on the right hand side. Leothayre's beta is higher than the market risk itself. So with higher risk, there should be higher reward because you're taking that on board. But it's dropped down to below $5 a share. And this is where everyone who is part of the board of directors, if you go back up to pages 13 to 15, who are accountable for this, that is where they are responsible. You see, where we're told when they are appointed, so definitely a point to get down is they were appointed and the share price drops as a result of them being involved. Final point to note is the actual principal risks of Leothayre, and noting down, as you can see on the left hand side, which area or which board of director is accountable and responsible for the risk identified. Definitely get that down in your notes, and that is the key names, who they are and what they do. Area number 3 on the right hand side is the financials. So we're given Leothayre's actual profit and loss. The revenue's been going up from 24 to 25. Make sure you don't get those years mixed up in your analysis, and also the profit has been increasing. I've referenced on there some of the figures that link into the statement of financial position, and the key bit to note down is the large increase in borrowing under the non-current liabilities. It's gone up by over $1 billion from 24 to 25, but we're given Orbalink, as you can see on the right hand side, and their actual borrowings, looking at their statement of financial position, has only gone up by 300 million. Whereas if you look at their profit and loss on the right hand side, their revenues have been increasing, their profits have been increasing, but why was their borrowing so much lower? Final thing to note for this financials is the Orbalink on there for the group. This is the only area that they are mentioned, so something I'd be wanting to be aware of for the exam day. If I see it, I've been given the financial information. You could do some ratios in advance, it's completely up to you, but that is area number 3, all about the financials. Area number 4 now for your notes is the environmental impact of satellites themselves. The most prominent area going through the pre-seed notes is on page 26, all about the Space Junk Charter. And this is where, when you get satellites going into orbit, this is where at the moment they are encouraged, but this is not in law as a power of enforcement, about saying to them, can you operate more sustainably as to the discards that come off the rockets? They actually go into the sea, they go onto land, they impact on and harm the environment, the health and safety factors on there. These are key things that you need to be aware of. And if you go up to pages 22 and 23 in the other articles, there are more costs and environmental impacts on there about how the satellites and rockets are actually transported. And then linking into the environmental impact on the right hand side, the pollution factors, harming plants, animals, people, different stakeholder groups, plenty to talk about from the articles in terms of the environment. As I touched on before about the board of directors, again going back up to page 15 now, there is no board of director you can see on the right hand side in the yellow box in charge of sustainability or has the environment linked in there. So again, it's sort of a case of, well, if something bad was to happen, what is going to be the worst case scenario, potential lawsuit on there, who knows, but things to be aware of come the exam day. And if you go up to pages 10 and 11 and also page 3 in my notes, you'll see on there I've also linked it into environmental points about the different stages when a rocket actually goes and goes into orbit on there, the operational factors. And coming up to page 3 up at the top, you'll see on there, it also links into the actual cost side of it as well. So the friction in the atmosphere, the overheating and the fragments that fall into Earth. So that is the environmental impact, area number 4 of the satellites. Last but by no means least, area number 5 is all about the large, medium and small satellites. Key bit on the left hand side are the different sizes on there, how they're classified by mass, and Leothayre operates in that small classification. That is where it is super popular in terms of they are becoming actually more used on there. However, larger satellites, including the microsatellites, you can see on the right hand side, tend to be a bit more complex. Now, the key bit lastly for your notes is coming down to page 12, where we're given more information on Leothayre, and you can see it's an established organisation on there. You've got the actual weights that were given in terms of 1 kilogram to 75 kilograms, different stakeholder groups, logistical and management issues, cash flow problems on there, possible exchange rate issues with the actual companies who they're dealing with when buying and selling satellites. But it links into that they have an excellent reputation for meeting deadlines and achieving the missions itself. They offer a full package when it comes to actually getting the satellite up into space, the whole transporting it, picking the type of satellite and doing it as cost effectively as possible. And that takes you through area number 5, Leothayre, large, medium and small satellites in our 10-minute guide and review of the pre-seed notes of Leothayre. If you'd like a copy and access to my pre-seed notes, click the link in the description, and also be sure to check out those Astranti mock papers. They're definitely going to help you to pass. I've put another video up at the top about the case study pre-seed materials, so make sure you click it. I'll see you on the other side, and thank you very much.